Austria, as one of Europe's strongest economies, offers a unique combination of high-quality living and excellent career opportunities. It has outstanding medical care and boasts of one of the top healthcare systems in the world. It also has a world-renowned educational system that is distinguished by close collaboration between industries and educational institutions. It is a member of the European Union and a German-speaking country with a considerable immigrant population. The Austria Job Seeker Visa, which is the topic of today's video, will give you the right to work and live in Austria for 6 months, look for work, and then convert your visa to a red, white, red RWR card. That you can find more information regarding the red, white, red card in another video in our channel, which is a complete guide on Austria work and residence permit, its permanent residency and citizenship procedures, with a link below our video. You may firstly ask, why is a skilled migration required in Austria? In fact, migrants are critical to Austria's economic development, since the country requires qualified immigrants to fill skill shortages in many industries on the one hand, and immigration is also required because population growth is slowing on the other hand. In fact, 1 in 4 Austrians is an immigrant, representing almost 25% of the total population in the country based on Statistics Austria. The economy of this beautiful country, with a population of almost 10 million, is a developed social market economy, with the country being one of the 14 richest in the world in terms of GDP, or gross domestic product, per capita. Its quality of life stands 7th of the best in the world according to the NAMBU website. Its passport stands amongst the 2nd most powerful passports in the world. To enter such a great labor market as a highly qualified worker, you have 2 options for entering Austria. Number 1, using a job seeker visa to look for job, and number 2, obtaining a red, white, red card if you have a job offer from an Austrian employer. In both circumstances, a minimum of 70 points out of 100 on the points calculator is an essential eligibility criterion. That in this video we will explore the first option, which is through a job seeker visa. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Ahmad Reza, and here at Persia Global, we help those who are in search of better opportunities to work, live, or study abroad. I'm excited to bring you another video today on applying for Austria Job Seeker Visa and its details for a successful application. Suppose that you are a 35-year-old Filipino, Russian, or Nigerian graduate, that you have only a bachelor degree with over 6 years of professional experience. You are almost eligible for Austria Job Seeker Visa if you acquire 70 points out of 100 based on their point calculator table on Austria Migration website, with a link below our video. If your field of study is in mathematics, informatics, natural sciences, or technology, or MINT, with over 6 years of professional experience and excellent English language skills, who want to work in Austria, you stand stronger chances to obtain more than 70 points or above out of 100 points under the particular qualifications and skills requirements. For example, if your field of study is in chemistry, geology, physics, mathematics, or even astronomy and biological sciences in like biology, botany, zoology, genetics, or microbiology, and many other fields of study that could be categorized under MINT topics, you can receive 30 points. Otherwise, you will get only 20 points. That may give you less chances to get your 70-point eligibility. You will also be granted 12 points for job experience, 10 points for language ability with at least English or German A2 level based on self descriptors, and 20 points for your age. You can apply for a job seeker visa, which permits you to enter Austria and offers 6 months to locate a suitable employment. And if there is a job offer that meets your credentials, you can apply for a red card. As I stated earlier, you can also see another video in our channel which completely explains different steps to take from work to residence permit to permanent residency and citizenship. So in short, an Austrian job seeker visa is a 6-month visa that allows highly skilled individuals to travel to Austria and look for work. This visa is also granted based on a points system. A candidate with a score of 70 out of 100 is considered a highly competent worker. If a person is unable to find work during the 6-month validity period of their visa, they must return to their home country and apply for a new job seeker visa after a 12-month waiting period. So what you may accomplish with a job seeker visa. When you receive a job offer from an Austrian employer, you can convert your visa to a red visa. After 21 months of working for the same employer, you can apply for a red plus visa. The most important part of the job seeker visa application is to prove and take your documentation procedure. So we also recommend our clients to pay close attention to the checklist we provide with them, and also consult our experts while collecting their documents. To that end, you must provide the following documents to apply for the job seeker visa. Keep in mind that originals and copies of the documents must be submitted at the same time of application. If the documents are not available in German or English, translations into German or English must be provided. For review purposes, the authority may eventually require certified versions of the documents. As general requirements, the following documents must be presented at the time of your visa application: valid travel document or passport, birth certificate or equivalent document, photograph with dimensions 45 by 35 millimeters, not older than 6 months, proof of accommodation, at least for the time of arrival, for example, tenancy agreement or proof of freehold property purchase, as foreigners are allowed to buy real estate in Austria. If they don't have a residence permit in Austria, they need to obtain a permit for buying real estate. We recommend you should have an accommodation in Austria for a minimum of 3 months rental agreement or accommodation contract with a student hall or residence in connection with proof of the required funds to cover the living cost. Proof of health insurance covering all risks, compulsory health insurance or equivalent insurance, for example, comprehensive travel insurance. Proof of adequate means of subsistence, including your pay slips, pay certificates, employment contracts, insurance benefit certificates, evidence of insurance benefits, investment capital, or sufficient own assets. To have a more precise calculation over the sufficient funds for a job seeker in Austria, we recommend you consider the cutoff salary in Austria that as of today it is 1,500 euros per month. For point system, you must submit all documents reflecting your individual score. The examination procedure and assignment of points can only start after you have filed your application. For a first estimate of your score, you can use the point calculator tool on the official website of Austria Migration with a link below our video. You must submit special qualifications or abilities, work experience, language skills, and if you study in Austria, submit the evidence for studies in Austria. For special qualifications or abilities, you must include graduation or higher academic qualification certificate proving successful graduation from a tertiary educational institution in a course with a 4-year minimum duration, confirmation of university status or status of other tertiary educational institution by the competent authority only required if the respective institution is not listed on recognized degrees at www.anabin.de. See the link below our video for checking your degree and university. Document showing proof of successful completion of a program in MINT subject that are mathematics, informatics, natural sciences, and technology. Documents showing proof of habilitation. Habilitation is the highest university degree or the procedure by which it is achieved in many European countries. The candidate fulfills the university's set criteria of excellence in research, teaching, and further education, usually including a dissertation. If you have had a senior management position, you need to prove your gross annual salary through tax, assessment notice, or pay certificate, confirmation by the previous employer that the applicant worked in a senior management position, proof that the company is listed on the stock exchange, or positive report from the competent Austrian Foreign Trade Office about its activities or business segments. For any research and innovation activities, you should provide documents like proof of scientific publications, stating titles and sources. Of course, for scientific publications forming part of university studies, no points can be assigned. Certificate issued by a university or research institution that the applicant worked in R&D or academic scientific teaching. Proof of patent applications through extracts from national or regional patent registrars. For any recognized awards and prizes, you must include document proving the conferral of the award or prize. Recognized awards and prizes must have been awarded for absolutely exceptional achievements in the areas of science, economy, technology, politics, arts, or sports, and must be internationally well-known or of eminent significance in the respective professional circles. To prove your work experience, you need to submit testimonials and work certificates, which are not merely employment contracts. They can additionally be a formal declaration indicating to the character and qualifications of someone, that is called certificate of competence, or indicating the termination of a job or certificate of service. For language skills, you need to submit recent language diploma or language course certificate level A1 or A2 of the Common European Framework of Reference for languages not older than 1 year. German language diplomas and certificates may in particular be obtained from official institutions. The following diplomas and certificates in particular are recognized as evidence of proficiency in English: Cambridge certificates, TLC, IELTS, TEO, EIC, and TOEFL diploma. If you have successfully studied at a school or university with English as the language of tuition during at least 2 years, the proof of recent graduation from this institution can also be accepted as a confirmation of your language skills. Please note that the graduation must date back no longer than 5 years. The last supporting documents to submit for your point assessment are your studies in Austria, course record or transcript and related examination certificates, document or degree certificate reflecting the successful completion of a program of studies in Austria. Well, we understand that people have different reasons for wanting to leave their homeland, and we have made it our mission to be the go-to source for information and guidance with respect to what that process entails. We work with each potential client to evaluate their options and ensure they understand the legal, cultural, and financial requirements of the process. We take tremendous pride in our ability to customize the experience and ensure each client has the best outcome possible. We also ensure that everyone is aware of the potential risks involved, such as deportation or being denied entry into a country. Thanks for watching. As always, pin all our hopes always on God. you will never be pinned down by men. Until next video, cheers, over and out.